Hey everybody, welcome to a very rainy Sunday afternoon. Made a realization today as I was kind of reviewing my week, which is a great practice to get into if you're just starting this journey, to sit down one day every week and just go over all of your statistics from the last week, see what's working, see what isn't. I've posted a video about that before. I'd recommend you do it. I was doing that today and realized that 25% of my total sales came in this last week. Now, that sounds cool, but I mean, to keep it 100 with you, my shop's only like 2 months old. So I mean, I'm not talking, dozens and dozens of sales. I'm just talking a handful, but still 25% of my total sales came in the last 7 days. And I feel like that's a good indicator, right? Because the stats don't lie. That my shop's starting to pick up a little bit of traction. Now, obviously, before this week, it was quiet and just kind of a slow, steady sort of trickle of activity. And from everything that I have experienced, and then everything that I've learned along the way from others who've done this before, is that starting a print-on-demand business or starting an Etsy shop, it takes time. And the reason why most people don't succeed is because they give up before the fruit starts to come in from all the time and the work that they've spent. And so, if you're new here, my name is Brandon. Like I said, a couple months ago, I started an Etsy shop after I was let go from my job. Thought I would start this channel as a way to just kind of document the journey, right? Because there's a lot of experts out there in YouTube world, in the POD and Etsy space, and they have a lot of wonderful things to say. But I also feel like there's a lot of clickbait out there that it's like, hey, make $10,000 this week by doing these 3 simple things that I did. And it just doesn't work that way. And so the whole point of this channel is just real talk, right? No edits, no fancy microphones, one shot, just kind of speak from the heart kind of works. So that's what we're doing here. So if you're new here, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you find some value here. So here's the thing. The slow start in print on demand, or the slow start in Etsy, is normal, right? Algorithms take time to learn about you and your listings and your shop and what's going to work and what's not going to work. Listings need to be, first of all, created, and then they need to be tweaked and then optimized. Reviews need to come in, and that social proof needs to come in. All of that stuff takes time. It just doesn't happen overnight. And then things will start to pick up for you, right? And the reason that happens is because Etsy has learned about you and has tested your listings and is learning what's working and what's not working and what's worth their time and effort to post for you. Your listings begin to get better placement in the search results. Your ads, if you're running them, begin to give you and Etsy some data as to what's going to work and what's not going to work. But most importantly, the reason why things start to pick up is because you, as a seller, get better. And I have only posted like 15 videos, but I've talked quite a bit about the importance of studying your metrics, studying what's working, getting the feedback, posting, tweaking, and then doing it all over again. And so if you're new here, go backwards a little bit, just a couple videos in my channel, and you'll see a couple videos that I've made about how important it is just to post, and then learn from your postings, and then tweak your postings and your designs and all that, and then do the whole process over again. And so that's probably the most important thing that happens kind of during that slow start, is you become a better designer, and you learn how to post better, how to optimize better, how to tweak and get your listings out in front of more people. And that's the most important thing. And then suddenly you start to see a little bit of momentum build, like a snowball that starts to roll down the hill just a little bit faster. So 25% of my sales this week, but that number can be a little misleading because there's 75% of the sales that came before this week that were all just about the process of learning and getting better. And you can bet your ass that the 25% of sales that I got this last week are going to be a small minority of all the things that I'm learning going forward. And so if it feels slow for you right now in your shop, that's normal. It will be that way. Until suddenly one week you wake up and it's not slow anymore. And that's because you have worked hard when there was seemingly very little growth happening, very few results coming in. You worked really hard to get that momentum, to get that snowball pushed just a little further down the hill, and you start to watch it pick up a little bit of steam and stuff. So my encouragement to you today is keep posting, keep learning, keep tweaking, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again. Today it was kind of a slower day for me, but I got 3 postings up and running, and that is how we do this, right? And I'm gonna spend time next week after those listings have had some time to run, and I'm gonna look at them and we're gonna see how they did. And then hopefully next week I can say the same thing. Wow, I've picked up, another 25% sales in the last week. So thanks for tuning in. I'd love to hear from you. Hit subscribe, leave me a comment. What would you like to talk about? What would you like to share about your journey? I would love to learn from you, okay? So hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye.